I'm presenting you the most interesting region I've traveled to in this year, and that is beautiful Western Sumatra. It yet remains rather remote, which makes it to a perfect place for people who like going on adventures. In this first of 2 episodes, I will introduce you to the best things that you can do in this region. I'm presenting to you the beautiful town Padang, Indonesia. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Demographic. As you may know, Indonesia is one of the most popular countries for travelers here in Southeast Asia. Most of you may immediately think of going to Bali or Java, which are really amazing places. In this video, I'm presenting you a rather unknown place located on Western Sumatra called Padang. There are a lot of amazing things you can do around there, and what's the best about it, you will rarely bump into any tourists. For those who are new to my channel, if you like anything about traveling and culture, then make sure you hit the subscribe button now. And also don't forget to activate the notification bell so you get informed with every new upload. One of the first things that you should definitely go for is for the island hopping tour. In order to do that, you will have to get a personal driver. So I only paid 550,000 Indonesian rupiah. I think that translates into about $42 US, which was very cheap for a whole day. If you're starting off from Padang city, it will only take you about 1 to 1.5 hours to reach the village called Sungai Pisang. From there, you will have to take the boat to go for the island tour. Normally, the drivers will take you to Sungai Talang, which is the place for starting a boat tour. However, it is not the best starting point if you want to go to Pamutusan and Pasumpahan Island. Being aware of the great loss in time to do the big loop to go to Sungai Pisang, my friend and me, we still decided to go for it to visit Pamutusan and Pasumpahan Island. On the ride there, I quickly realized it was quite a good thing to do the grand tour because there were a lot of amazing lookouts. My friend and me, Hanafi, were also very lucky to bump into a horde of water buffaloes. Small information for those who yet are not familiar with the culture of the Minangkabau people, water buffaloes are very central to them. Their horns are the reason why the Minangkabau people built their traditional homes with these unique curved roofs. Finally, after a very long drive, we arrived at this beautiful town called Sungai Pisang. It is a typical traditional Indonesian fishing village, which I happened to visit on the exact right day. The moment I reached the beach, I got to see these magnificent and colorful fishing boats. It was exactly the day when the fishermen were doing their repair and repainting works on their boats. While watching them being busy with their maintenance work, I quickly realized they're actually doing this with a lot of passion. From the ground, everything looked pretty interesting, but the moment I started my drone, the whole scene looked a lot more impressive. One day every month, all the fishermen from the village, they're coming together to repaint and repair their boats, a beautiful tradition that has been carried on for years. This practice of monthly gathering to me seemed to be like a ritual. Honestly, I really feel grateful to have arrived here exactly on the day to watch this beautiful tradition. Another important reason why you should start your boat trip from Sungai Pisang is due to the fact that a boat ride only costs 400,000 rupiah. This currently translates into $28 US, a really cheap price. Taking the boat from Sungai Pisang, it only takes about 40 minutes to reach this beautiful island called Pulau Pamutusan. The island is pretty calm, there's not much going on here. What's so really amazing about this place, you will have this beautiful strip of white sand beach pretty much all for yourself. For swimming, the island is quite okay, but there will be a lot of jellyfish around. Therefore, you really should watch out because their stings are quite painful. I suggest to spend here about 30 minutes, and after that you should proceed to Pasumpahan Island. After enjoying this rather remote place, I suggest you move on to the next island called Pulau Pasumpahan. In either of the case, if you take the boat from Pulau Pamutusan or from Sungai Pisang, it will only take you 20 minutes to arrive at this beautiful paradise. Although you will meet more people in here, you will quickly realize that this island is actually a lot more serene than Pulau Pamutusan. It's much nicer to swim in here, you won't have all these annoying rocks which you saw in Pulau Pamutusan, and neither will you have any jellyfish. I'm here on Pasumpahan Island. It's very beautiful. Just before I was on Pamutusan Island where I got stung by a jellyfish. That was very painful, but yeah, here it's much better. I haven't seen any jellyfish yet. Also, I think the island here is much better managed. Not that the other one is bad, but I think this here seems to be really the hotspot for the locals. And yeah, I think we have quite a nice surrounding here. What was also really beautiful were these two swings, something that is getting very common in Indonesia. The fact that I didn't even have to queue up to go on this swing really underlines why this place is still a hidden gem. After enjoying a great swim at Pulau Pasumpahan, I suggest you go back to Sungai Pisang. If you're returning there in the later afternoon, you will experience this village in a very beautiful atmosphere. Once you're reaching Sungai Pisang, you will see all the fishermen boats are back in the bay. As the sunset is getting near, you will see all of them getting lit up. When passing the houses and the huts, I honestly felt like cruising somewhere on the Mekong in Cambodia. It was a really beautiful, truly nostalgic and Southeast Asian experience. Honestly, I miss this place very much. Definitely I will be back here anytime soon. I've been mentioning this a few times already. The Minangkabau are very famous for their unique houses with their curved roofs. So if you go to Padang, you can actually visit a mosque that's exactly built like one of them. I'm here in front of the Masjid Raya Sumatra Barat, which in English means the Grand Mosque of West Sumatra. What is really unique about the design, you can see it follows the traditional architecture of the Minangkabau houses with their curved edges. These should actually symbolize the horns of the water buffalo. I do have to say, I saw a lot of beautiful mosques here in West Sumatra. They really have unique native designs, and I'm really grateful to see finally a modern adaptation of the Minangkabau houses. It actually doesn't really matter when you decide to come to visit this place. Myself, I decided to come here twice, once during the day and afterwards in the evening to see this mosque being lit up. If you really wish to go to see the interior, I think it's best if you come here during the morning because there's quite a large time span between the two prayers, or you come during the night after 8 p.m. Another really amazing thing you should visit during your trip to Padang are the rice fields. When driving around outside of Padang city, once in a while you'll get to see some beautiful rice fields. In my case, on the way to Bukit Tinggi, I decided to do a photo stop here at Padang Pariaman. The location you can find in the descriptions below. When you arrive here in the later afternoon, you will experience this place in a very serene atmosphere. For all of you who are from Southeast Asia, I'm sure most of you have heard about this delicious dish called Nasi Padang. So it's actually exactly from this region, Western Sumatra. So I'm here in this restaurant called Rumah Makan Lamun Ombak. And again, I'm having Nasi Padang for the third time. This just in 2 days. Well, it seems here in West Sumatra you somehow cannot escape Nasi Padang because I was originally ordering mee goreng special. Honestly, this restaurant here, it feels a little bit like a Japanese sushi experience because as you can see, I'm sitting on the floor. It's very common here in Indonesia. As you can see, there's a very large variety of foods. You have here like chicken, fried fish, you have beef, vegetables. What is very typical here in Padang, they really like to marinate everything in sambal balado. It's like a chili paste. It's very hot. Not everyone can take it, I think, but very delicious. So all in all, it's a great experience to come to this restaurant. It's very authentic Indonesian, especially with sitting on the floor. You should definitely come here and try it out. What I'm having here is teh telur. It's a specialty from this region. It's basically tea with duck egg inside and it's like foamed up. I would say the most closest to it would be zabaione, which is a dessert in Italian cuisine. So how do you drink it? Take the lime here. You squeeze it out. Then you stir it. Very, very good. Actually, I would say this is one of my new favorite drinks here in Southeast Asia. We've reached the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to my friend Nato. He designed this shirt for me, Demographic. It's really awesome. Thank you very much. We're going to see each other very soon in the next video.